Hello everybody and welcome to Creativity Time with Tatiana. I am Tatiana Tobin, independent demonstrator in Australia. I make handmade cards, a little bit of scrapbooking, used to scrapbook a lot, haven't gone back into it, but main thing is that I promote and demonstrate Stampin' Up products because I love their coordination and their quality and everything about them. Hello Kayla, thank you for joining me. I am a little over Christmas stuff, so we will be playing with some new products that are coming out available to demonstrators right now, and stuff that you can get as customers can get from the 3rd of January. Today is my kids' last day of school, so I feel like Christmas is done. You're over it too, Kayla. Hey Kay! Christmas Day is still 2 weeks away, but I'm good. I'm happy to celebrate Christmas tomorrow and move on. I'm not that I'm a Scrooge, don't get me wrong. It's just I still got to write my Christmas cards though. Anyhow, less chit chatter and let's head to the craft desk and see what I've got ready for us. Fantastic. Radios, as promised, new products, everything is available to demonstrators right now. If you think that you would like to enjoy a discount on your crafting, you can click the join my team link and you can get this today. This is what I've got here on screen right now is the promotion for joining in January, February, March. So during what Stampin' Up calls Sale-A-Bration. And it's the usual $169, you get $235 products, and you get this little mini trimmer, which is so cute and so cool, and you get this paper DSP sample. So we've got this, I can't remember all the names of the DSP, sorry, but there's this party koala-y one with this cool, what do you call it? Confetti on the background. Then you've got a good sampling of the golf DSP. So we've got golf balls, great for men. We've got the tartan and the whatever that pattern's called. This is also that same DSP with the koalas. I don't know why that was separated. And I really love that back. Isn't it cute? And this is from The Best Dressed. Isn't that cute? I love the watercoloring. And then the shoes in the background. This is from the Tropical. What do we call? They're not hyacinths. Oh my goodness, their name is... And the pineapples. Kayla, pineapples. The Bird of Paradise. And all this is lovely. That's a nice neutral background. And we've got another sheet from The Best Dressed. These beautiful flowers. Aren't they cute? Just kind of putting them into things. This is from the Poppy. Hibiscus. Thank you, Kayla. Yes, hibiscus. Those were hibiscus. Let's bring them back in. The hibiscus and the frangipanis. My upline has frangipanis. She might have hibiscus too. So she would really like that. And this is the poppies. I love this paper. Can't get enough of it. And the other sheet of poppies is here. This is great too. And then this is a sample of DSP Lily paper. It's kind of based on Monet's garden thing. And I love this one. We'll be using this one today. And ta-da! So I thought it would be fun to make a couple quick kind of cards that are DSP and where we get to use the little trimmer. I am going to be using Whisper White card bases. So I've got 3 cut and we'll see how many we get through. And I would like to use the stamp set. This is a Sale-A-Bration stamp set, so you could get this stamp set for free with a $90 purchase. It has some really great sentiments. Happy birthday, we'll definitely do one of those. Another sensational year of you, I love that. With a great big wish for happiness. I think those are the ones that I'd like to use today. And I have pre-cut, well, I've slightly trimmed. So these are all 6 by 6 inch paper, and our card heights aren't quite 6 inches. In millimeters, the full height is 148, no, 148 and a half millimeters. It's the card height. So I've trimmed this one down to that, and we'll start with that. So I've just sliced off an itty bitty bit, as you can see right there. And now we can use the trimmer to cut the rest, which is 10 and a half. I'm doing this at full width because I can. And isn't that perfect? So pretty. And how easy was that to use, that trimmer? And I think that's just too big. I'm going to cut it at 3 and a half. So just line it up, press down and snip. Love that. Snip. Let's do this. Folding. So I've pre-cut and pre-scored. Woo! My goodness. I'm on a roll. Wow. There. I was throwing my bone folder around. I do not know why. It looks like I've not cut this. Oh yes, it is cut perfectly. Yay. Glue. Just around. Ooh, get rid of the big sticky blot. Oh, come on. There we go. Around the edges, not too thick. It's nice, strong glue. And then what I do for this one is just tap it into place because it's the exact same size. And this strip will go here, but before we put it here, I am going to add just a little bit of fun detail using the decorative ribbon border punch. And I'm thinking the green will be lovely. I've just got to remember which green it is. You love the green stripes. So do I, Kayla. It's just so beautiful. And we had one tiny bit left. So we'll put that on the inside of the card. Just a strip there. Lace it down. Bing, bang, boom. I do. It's just such a, I don't know, something about those stripes. They're just so comforting. Now, what green is it? That's the question. I have got the packet here, the full packet. So this little sample 6 by 6 is for demonstrators joining, and it says Mossy Meadow, Floaty Flamingo, Calypso Coral, Mossy Meadow. Okay, Mossy Meadow it is. Didn't think it was Mossy Meadow, but apparently it is. Come on. Oh, that's a pre-made card base. Don't want to cut into that. Now, this border punch is so cute. All you need to do is put it down, and I'm going to, so you butt the cardstock to the edge there, and if I just lift up here, hopefully, I don't know, the lighting's not the best for this. There is a marking here that shows me where it exactly punches, and I'm making sure I'm putting the edge of the paper within that marking, and then you punch and you get this beautiful border. And the best bit is that if you line up with the pattern along the side there, just need to bring it a bit closer to myself so I can see. So I've lined up that pattern there, and if I punch again, well, I should have lined it up a little bit lower. So if I move this down, that's lined up and that's lined up. Punch! you get the perfect. So you can't line it up too far ahead. There we go. And is that long enough? Nope, we need a bit more. And you can do this either way you're punching. So don't go too far. Line it up and punch. Yep. And then I just use my paper snips to trim that off. And I like that you don't have to cut the paper ahead of time. You can just use whatever size paper you have. And I'm going to add the scallops there to the back. And my favorite way to adhere them is using tear and tape, because I'm slightly lazy which side, doesn't really matter. Tear and tape down, bing bang boom. Peel that off. And then I'm adding it, just making sure it's all even. Have stuck it down to my desk, but that's okay. And then you just trim. So I prefer to cut the ribbon, the decorative ribbon border, longer than I need it, so that it will sit exactly where I want. And we will use, oh look, perfect time for some edge piece. So I just, you can cut. You could cut, but I tend to just rip the edge pieces. And go along this side as well. Give it a nice dimension. Up to there. So who's ready for Christmas? I'm cooking the turkey this year. I cooked it last year as well, so it's no big deal. But who's ready? I'm ready to have Christmas, but I'm not ready for Christmas. That makes any sense. There we go. And then since this piece is stuck to my finger, I'll put it down in the middle. Isn't this just stunning paper? So pretty. That's off. Sweep that to one side. And line that up as so. And how cute is that? We just need a sentiment now. I was going to use that happy birthday sentiment. As you can see, I have not had time to play with these. So there's the happy birthday. And there's the happy birthday. I do like to mount my stamps onto their stickers now, because they're cling stickers. So once you mount this onto your stamp, you've got to be careful with lining up, because you've only got one shot at it. But Stampin' Up makes it super easy because it's perfectly aligned. It's perfectly cut out. Isn't that perfect? And there we go. Happy birthday. And I'm thinking on white. All about the punches today. This is the pretty, what's it called? Pretty label punch. I think it'll look so nice there. Yep, love it. And Puppy Parade. Oh, not real red. Puppy Parade. How can me to craft today? Oh, don't you love craft day? Oh, thanks, Kayla, saying I'm inspiring. You're inspiring. I swear, your stuff is amazing. Happy birthday. Very simple card, but pretty, pretty, pretty. Just going to clean that stamp straight away. And And we have this up on dimensional, so I don't want to add too many more dimensionals, but what we do need to do is add a dimensional. There was a perfect little one sitting here to one side of that. And then we add the glue to the other side. No card is quite complete until you have added some bling. There we go. And we will just add some bling. I'm more organized these days. I've got my bling sitting close. Ooh, let's use that one. I haven't used that in a while. This is the pretty peacock, or the noble peacock rhinestones. And I don't remember the colors, but this pink will look lovely. Most definitely lovely on this. Look, I put the wrong end on my take your pick tool, so I'm going to just use my paper snips to add some of these rhinestones, and a smaller one just here. Beautiful. Happy birthday. And no set is complete without an envelope matching. So if I find a stack of paper and find that same, there. Thank you, Roz. I do find that the 6x6s don't quite fit on the back of the envelope flaps, but I think you can get away with it as well. Now, the way I like to do it, there's multiple ways of doing this, but I kind of do it a cheats way. I'm a bit lazy. Take my snail and try to place it right to the edge there, and then right to the edge, curving along with the envelope flap. And then you tap, yes, sorry, bad viewing probably, but I tap it to the table along the edge and flop it down, as so. And using paper snips, you trim it down. Does work better when you have a 12 by, well, at least a 12-inch length sheet, but I still think you can get away with that. Bing, bang, boom. And then you can take your lovely little trimmer, carefully feed that through, and easily trim that off so that you're not, look at that. Look how closely I was able to trim that off. Done. Ready for another piece. So there's our first card. I'll leave that up here in the corner. I really wanted to use this beautiful paper, but for my liking, this can be a bit too bright or vibrant, and I'm going to show you how to tone down. So sometimes you look at the DSP and say, I love it, but it's going to take over my card. I'm going to cut this one at 10 centimeters because I've got the height to be 5 millimeters smaller. And again, I've got my Whisper White bone folder. Thank you, ladies. And this is cut 5 millimeters smaller. I'm going to glue that down straight away just so that we've got it. And this lily paper is very vibrant. I feel like you can't use too much of it at once, but when you do want to use a lot, here is my favorite trick. Glue that down, and I have some vellum here. Now, as you see, once I place the vellum over, it tones it down. If I show you there, it really truly tones it down, and I like that. But I want to cut it slightly smaller than the card front. So we've got a big, we've got a bit of a border going, and I need to cut 1 centimeter off. going to be able to do that on the little trimmer. Big one. And now you can see that that is much better in toning it down, and it's not as vibrant and in your face, but it still looks really good. Vellum is a bit tricky in sticking down because it does show the adhesive. It doesn't matter what adhesive you use. So the trick is to hide the adhesive, if I can speak, behind. And let's see. I'm thinking we could use this beautiful flower, and we're going to just simply stamp, no colouring. You could colour this flower in beautifully. This is also a new stamp set. It's called the Forever Blossoms. It's in the new mini catalogue that starts from the 3rd of January, or demonstrators can now pre-order from it. And I was really lucky to receive this particular stamp set at one stage in the middle of November, which I still haven't had a chance to use, because it's all been about Christmas. It's all about Christmas lately. And I'm done. I'm just carefully lining this up. And what we're going to do is mount that up. And what do we think? Which pink? Got Blushing Bride or Petal Pink. Oh, definitely Blushing Bride. Hands down. Let's see what that. They are beautiful. Perfect. I've got a piece waiting for me right here. I had my desk nice and tidy before this live, and it shows that I've had a good time of crafting. What I'm going to do is stamp in Melon Mambo, but I will stamp off first. Just need a piece of stamping paper. First paper I could reach. Hello Margaret, thank you so much for joining me and for sharing. So I've got Melon Mambo ink, which I'm going to just stamp off first and then stamp the beautiful cherry blossoms. Oh, that's a bit light, isn't it? Let's not stamp off. Good thing that every cardstock has two sides to it. You wouldn't know the better. Yes, Roz, I agree. Being creative is a messy process. And it's a good messy process. The only thing I insist on doing between things is cleaning my stamps, because otherwise I do get ink on my fingers. Now this beautiful stamp set does have a, can we hear that? Crash, bang, boom. First it was my lamp, and now it's my pack of cardstock. Oh, there's the wrong dies. Where are the dies? There they are. Again, I got this in my PPP and still haven't used them. Ta-da! Carefully lift that up. And new fussy cutting. Perfect dies. These are our now new dies. I know this has been happening since it got announced in April, but still like to remind everyone that the new dies hug the image. They still cut with a border around, but when you're lining the die up, it hugs the image. So, my favorite way to make sure it stays in place is a bit of washi tape. This is from a retired kit. Never used it all. And then I ran a class with the kit as well, so I had heaps left over, but it's perfect for die cutting. So I'll be right back. There we go. Pop this out. Isn't that beautiful? And as I was saying, vellum is hard to, well, it's not hard, it's just you get a bit of, is this too pink? It's very pink, isn't it? But it's good. I like it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to attach, I'm leaving the vellum placed where I want it. I'm going to grab, again, some dimensionals. Need full ones this time, there we go. And place them on the back of our cherry blossoms. Who doesn't love cherry blossoms? I'd love to go to Japan during the Cherry Blossom Festival. That would be amazing. I won't be lazy, I'll grab the little ones as well. Here. If you noticed, I run the back of my, oh, well, not the back, I run my fingernail along the edge, along the backing of the dimensionals, and that just helps lift it up. I'm going to add that here. One of your favorite dream holidays. What's that, Kayla? I don't remember what I said for you to comment about that. Do I need to scroll through? Dream holidays of being creative. Now, I know I've stuck this down to the vellum only, and that was on purpose, because now I can go in and take my, oh, Japan. Yes, of course I did say Japan. Thank you. Sorry. I swear, I spent the morning looking for teachers. Yes, I'm now following. I once bought a Bert's Backyard DVD on Japan. I have no idea why I bought it, but loved it. Talked about the festival and the koi fish. Love them too. And there. So yes, my vellum is going to be up. If that bothers you, find another flower. You could stamp that flower and stick it there, and then it would be more adhered. But I like it being up, and even though there's some lovely sentiments here, I'm going to go back to my that one, and we're going to lose the backing sheet, lost the sticker sheet. It'll be here somewhere. So I'm going to go without the sticker sheet. Dearie me. Dearie me. I probably should have done this before I stuck anything down, but what's done is done. Just to bring this card to that next level, I'm using the embossing buddy here. I'm going to use Versamark ink. You can see how clean my pad is. I think this card deserves some shimmer. So we'll use the shimmery white. I like to have everything out and ready. So tap, tap, tap. Stamp. Just be careful when you're stamping on vellum. It's such a smooth surface that it's easy to move your stamp, kind of ever so slightly wiggle your stamp. Well, that will mean that there was this smudging, but I did good. Moving that clean of this. Heat tool. Now these all are coming off the cuff. I haven't pre-planned any of these. So imagine if you could just let your creativity go wild and just see what you have in front of you and see what you can do. It's quite fantastic. There we go. Heating up nice and quickly. Perfect. Love it. And the envelope, of course. This envelope's going to be too easy. There's my little piece of paper. I'm going to take the Melon Mambo ink again and stamp. I'm going to do the front of the envelope today, just in the corner up here. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that pretty stamp? Oh, love the way this stamps. It's got that kind of sketched kind of look, so it's really lovely even without colouring. Can't wait to colour the stamps as well though. So there's 2 cards already. How are we going for time? 33 minutes. Do we want a 3rd card? Because I've got a 3rd piece of paper all cut up. Give me a thumbs up, or give me something. Give me some love or some thumbs if we want to do a 3rd card. Doing a quick tidy up while I am seeing thumbs and a love heart. So let's do it. The 3rd piece I have picked is this from the, I can't remember, Best Dressed. Whew, got it. And once again, I've got a Whisper White card base. And I just love going to do something different with this one as well. Thank you, I see all the love. Okay, where's my mini trimmer? Let's try this out. I'm going to cut this at 35 millimeters. So that's 3.5 centimeters. That looks a little crooked to me. It is. Yep. Even that up. And it doesn't have to be exact. Yeah, that's about right. Bing, bang, boom. I'm going to just add that strip there. And another sensational year of you. I like that sentiment. Did I clean that? I'm going to make a background. Just going to grab the one fabulous thing is that when you buy designer series paper from Stampin' Up, you will see here the coordinating colors. So this is the full pack of this paper. You can see there's lipstick and there is a coordinating stamp set. And I'm just checking Basic Grey, Blackberry Bliss, Daffodil Delight, Lovely Lipsticks, Mint Macaroon, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, Purple Posy, or Whisper White. I'm going to go with Petal Pink. Petal Pink, Petal Pink, Petal Pink. Here is Petal Pink. And I'm going to create, hopefully the right way around. There we go. A background words. And I'm going to do a row with it stamped off. So it's not so in your face constantly. There. How's it go? Is that about right? Yep. It's harder when you're guessing. There. There. One stamped off. Whew. I can easily ruin this pattern, couldn't I? Perfect. Stamped off. And we need one more here. Stamp off. Yes. And did it say melon mambo? Looks like melon mambo. Doesn't say melon mambo, but I think melon mambo will go well with this pink. I'm going to bring in the charming pretty label punch again. Where's my piece of Whisper White? Aha, found the sticker sheet. Put that there. Honestly. Whisper White, where'd you go? There you are. Going to use that upside down so I can see where I'm punching. Before I start in the melon mambo, I am going to do the same thing on the back of the envelope. So I've used the text from Sending You Thoughts. There we go. And created kind of a pattern. Now if you see, I'm using, if you use two pieces of paper, you can mask off the top as well. But this is convenient that I can, so I'm doing the same thing on the back of the envelope flap. As we did on the card front there. I'm being careful not to stamp my table. No, I wanted this one in. Ah! I didn't stamp my table. Look, it'll wipe off as long as I don't use my finger on something else. And if I wipe this off, because I like to not mix my inks, and I'm going to use the Melon Mambo. Another sensational year of you. How awesome is that sentiment? Clean. And always close your ink pads. Otherwise, you will have problems. I'm going to glue this one down. Something like this, I just tend to do a squiggle. Oh, I can't believe I've been chit-chatting all morning and haven't mentioned the fabulous sale on at the moment, which is there's discounted items from the holiday catalogue. But the main thing is there is free shipping today. So if you have orders that you would like to place, I'll give you all the details. But the coolest thing is that you can get free shipping. So it's saving yourself a minimum of $5.95. It is a minimum order of $45. I just like to make sure my dimensionals are... We need some bling on this before we put it down. And the perfect bling is the rose metallic thread. I am looking for my tear and tape. Anyone seen my tear and tape? You should see my desk now. Probably went flying with that. This is the problem when you don't put things back where you keep them straight away. Tear and tape, where are you? Hello. Honestly, the mess on my desk. Oh! I used tear and tape already. Should I go back to bed? This is life with me. I'm going to just use the snail. It's not as strong in adhesive power, but there we go. And now, so I've put that underneath where the label punch tag bit will be. Can you believe it? I can't find my snips either. But I have a second pair, which I know where they are. So I've just wound some of that thread onto my fingers, and now you just place it down onto the tape there, and then you can spread it out, mess it up, maneuver it, because it's stuck down, but it's not permanently stuck down. So it's a bit too clumpy there for me. I can lift it up and move it around. Ooh. There we go. Love it, Kayla. I was up early today. I don't know why. Last day of school, we were up early. There. Another year of sensational you. Bing, bang, boom. 3 cards. 40 minutes. There was some time wasted, but you can see that using DSP, you can create some quick, fantastic cards with very little effort, but so pretty. Do they all fit? I can put them up here as so. Thank you, Margaret. And this is using all products that are, not everything, the punches weren't all new, for the new catalogue. So, for customers, I do have a customer loyalty program. For every $50 you spend with me, you get a $50 sticker. Collect 10 and get a $50 item for free. Free shipping. Shipping today. You can shop online at bit.ly/shop with Tatiana. The capitals S, W, and T matter. And if you place the host code, the December host code, which is 2F4ET9W, and you get a free gift from me at the beginning of January. Thank you so much for your support across the year. I enjoy doing these lives and hopefully inspiring you to make something and then to send the card to someone just to even brighten their day. I now have some great birthday cards that I can send in January because I have a few January birthdays in the family and friends coming up. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you again next time. But thank you for watching and spending time with me. Bye for now.